Daniel here for Tabletop for One and my list of 5 up-and-coming content creators. Now with this list, it's going to be a different kind of list because normally I talk about board games and stuff, but this time I want to talk about the content creation space, and there's 5 up-and-coming board game content channels that I think you should take advantage of and listen to and watch and give them a like and subscribe. Now, I just want to say that when you are trying to build a channel and trying to grow your audience, a lot of times you're learning how to do this, how to do videos, how to produce them, how to edit them, all that stuff. I mean, if you look at some of my old videos, they're awful. But the fact is there's a lot of work that goes into it. It's not easy to do. There's also a lot of disappointment and a lot of challenges, and it takes so much time too. I mean, hours and hours and hours of work. And so the reason why I want to highlight these content creators is these are the next generation of content creators. Yes, you have Shut Up and Sit Down and Dice Tower, who have hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and other content creators who have tens of thousands. Yes, you have the big ones out there. But we should be able to foster and help grow the next generation of content creators, those who want to contribute to this space. Whether to make money or not, that's up to them. But I mean, to give them the chance to grow and to help them in that growth. See, what you guys don't realize is a lot of what I've done with this channel has been help from others. I've been inspired by other channels themselves. I've been helped by some of my audience when they said some critiques about how I did my channel. And some of them were a little bit even harsh, I could say. You can never tell emotion on text, but I took them in stride and I tried to improve my channel. The same thing goes for other content creators. And if you can help them, constructively give them feedback and give them tips on how to make their content better, it's so helpful. I can't tell you how much it's helpful because sometimes I just didn't even think about ways to improve my own channel. And so I want you, if you would, please, I would like you to go to these content creators, watch some of their content, give them a subscribe, give them some support, because before you know it, maybe they're going to be one of the best channels out there. And they need that early support. That continued support is basically what we I say young as in new content creator channels, that support is what we have to go on. Yes, we get some free games out now and then, but really it's the support of getting subscribers, getting comments, even the feedback, whatever helps us grow is important. And sometimes we don't see that growth. Sometimes there will be a week where there will be no growth or even negative growth. And that's so demoralizing. I can't tell you how much that is demoralizing because you want to be able to see that your content matters and that it grows. So I would love for you to give them a chance. Even just a little bit, watch a video every now and then. Give them that chance and see what they have to offer and then see how they grow. And so I'll list 5 of them here and I'll tell you why I think you should watch them. And they're not in any particular order. I'm not going to grade one above the other. But these are 5 channels that are lower on the subscriber count. And I really think that they deserve some more support to help them grow. And so the first one I want to talk about is one that inspired me as I grew in my channel and continue to grow. He still inspires me to this day. And this is Carl from Purple Moose Plays. Now, Carl has this great channel that focuses a lot on Kickstarter preview content, on solo playthroughs, and he's also recently been showing some games from the Asian market. Now, I truly believe that some of the best designs that are going to come out in the near future are going to be at the Asian market because there is a booming board game market there. We don't see, I would imagine maybe 1% of what they design there. It stays in that market and we don't see the English translations or any of that stuff come over. And I can tell you, I've seen some of these games and they look fantastic. They're very creative. They take some of the mechanisms and just make them a little more innovative. They have some great ideas, and I can't wait to see what comes out of that. And I hope that that Asian market booms even larger and is able to spread across the globe, because I think they are a great contribution to our board game hobby. And so Carl has been able to bring some of those games back with him. He recently had a trip to Japan and he brought some back, and he's been showcasing some of those games. He's had some sent to him. There's some really interesting games, and this is something to watch out for. And so I love to see those things on his channel. I think that brings something unique to the board game space here. And like I said, he does Kickstarter previews and solo playthroughs, and he does a great job. So check him out. I'll have a link for his channel in my description, and I'll have a link for everyone else. And so the next one I want to feature is not a primarily solo channel. This is a channel that started late last year. I believe it was in October. And so they're coming up on their 1 year anniversary, and they are working really hard. They've grown and they have improved over the last year, and their videos just get better and better. And this is Inspired to Game with Lola and Sean. Now, Lola and Sean are a married couple. They're doing the channel together, and they have this great personality and this great relationship that you can see on the channel, and they just seem to have a great time with it. Now, they do provide Kickstarter previews and playthroughs and reviews, but she also started dipping her toe into like doing solo playthroughs, and she did a great job. I watched this one for Race for the Raft. I had not seen the game in a video before, and she did this playthrough and she did it quite well, and I really enjoyed it. So I highly recommend checking her out. Encourage her with the solo content. I think Lola has a chance here to branch out a little bit in her channel. Maybe I'm biased because it's solo, but I think she does a great job, and she has a lot to offer to the community. She recently joined some of the forums on Facebook, and she's been active in them, and I think it's great. So I really look forward to what she has to offer. Now, they are close to 1,000 subscribers. I think they need 150 to go, and it would be awesome if we could give them that push. That 1,000 subscribers, you know, I don't know if you know, but that means you get to monetize, which means you get paid for the ads that show on your show. Now, at 1,000, you don't really get that much money, but it's really kind of like this benchmark. You know, once you hit the 1,000 or this milestone, right? It really kind of propels you forward. On top of that, I believe behind the algorithm, it helps their channel get seen better. I'm not sure how all that works, but really, it's just a measure of success. You know, it's a number that matters to each of us content creators. So hitting that 1,000 mark is something special, and I would love for them to hit that before they hit their year anniversary. So any way you can help them by hitting a subscribe, check out that Race for the Raft game. That game looks like a lot of fun. And I kind of wish I backed it. I don't have it, and I haven't seen it anywhere, but maybe I'll get a copy of it. But yeah, check out her solo playthrough on that and see what they have to offer with that channel. And so for the third channel that I want to mention, it's called The Board Game Officer. And Colton there, he provides this fun channel of reviews and previews and playthroughs and stuff. But one thing he does that I think is awesome. This is a really creative idea. I think I've seen it done before, but I really like how he does it. He does reviews of reviews. So he takes kind of like a whole bunch of reviews. He goes and looks at all the different reviews for a game and then gives a review of all the reviews to give you an idea of what everyone is saying about the game. Everyone as in content creators. I love that format, and he's been doing it a few times, and I think it's going to be successful for him in the long run. I think it's a really great format. It really kind of brings everything together and gives you an idea of what everybody's saying. It really looks good, and it's very informative. So definitely check out his channel. Again, he's still growing. I want to say he passed 500 subscribers last month, and it's slowly growing, and I think he has a good chance of really just breaking out and making this great channel, and I'd like to see what he does in the future. So please support him and give him a subscribe and give him some comments, feedback, and whatever you can. And now we move on to another solo entry, and that is Blue Dog Board Games. And this is done by Rhiannon. I hope I pronounced her name correctly. Oh man, she does solo playthroughs, reviews, all sorts of things, and they're great. She does such a great job, and she's been slowly growing and getting better with every video. Everything looks great. She provides these great perspectives, and she gives her final thoughts in her playthroughs. And she just has this great personality, very high in her positivity, especially her interactions on social media. She's very kind and brings just a huge amount of positivity to the hobby. And I just love that. And her channel just, it's great. And I think she's going big. I think her channel's gonna boom, and it's just gonna keep growing, and it's just gonna get better and better for her. And I really hope that happens. But you can be part of that, right? So you can be part of that. Just go over and subscribe to her channel, give her that boost, give her a compliment, watch some of her playthroughs, let her know what you think, give her some feedback, whatever you can do to help her. And so for this last one is Board Games for One, another solo game channel, and that's hosted by Mike. Now, I was able to actually meet Mike over a Discord video chat when we had a Tuesday night game night on Savranti, the gaming platform. And he was just, he cracked me up. I mean, the guy has this quirky sense of humor. He has this great personality, has this positive impact, and he's very funny. And it shows in his YouTube channel. If you watch his YouTube channel, it's very quirky. He even has costumes and stuff to make the theme of the game. And you can see in his For Glory, I think it's For Glory, the solo one where he's dressed up. It's so great. Mike does a great job. He provides Kickstarter previews, reviews, playthroughs, and all sorts of things. And he's a great guy. He's been growing. I think he's like 2,100 subscribers or something like that. I think he's gotten probably 500 in the last few months or so, and he just keeps growing, and rightfully so. He has great content, provides just this great atmosphere for the hobby, and I just absolutely love his channel. So please check out his channel as well. Just tell him hi, give him some good tips, and just tell him how much you appreciate what he provides to the community. And that's the thing, all of us, whether it's Colton or Carl or Lola or Sean or Mike or Rhiannon, we are all, part of this community that we are trying to bring something to the table, so to say. We really share in this hobby together. We really want to enjoy it together. Even though we solo game a lot, we want to help share in that enjoyment and bring that enjoyment to you. And so on behalf of them, I hope that you enjoy these channels, and I hope that you continue to support them as well as you have supported me. And I thank you very much for everything that you do for them, for me, and every way that you contribute to the solo board gaming community. I know some of you out there make fan-made variants. Some of you provide some great information on social media. I just appreciate every single one of you for being here, for being there for them, and I just love you guys. And so there you have it. That was my list of 5 up-and-coming content creators. I think these all have the potential of being some of the big content creators in the years to come. And all it takes is support from us at the very beginning, giving them feedback, helping them, letting them help us, all these things. And so if you're already subscribed to them, let me know what you think of them in the comments below. And if you are already subscribed to them, go to their channel, send them a comment, whether it's just a compliment to brighten their day or to give them a suggestion on how they can improve it, or just tell them the things that you like specifically about the channel so that they know. And I thank you. I thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for all the support that you give them. There's one thing that I personally have always thought. No other content creator is my competition. I'm not trying to compete for this space. This space, I think, is open to anybody who would like to do it. I've encouraged several of my Facebook friends, jump in and do it. Mark, if you're watching, I've encouraged you to start a channel. And I think it's great because I think we can all do this. If it's something that we enjoy to do and want to do, why not support everyone who wants to do it? And so I have this phrase in my mind, and I constantly repeat it, and it is, together we rise. It is not that one of us steps on the other to reach higher. It's that we lift each other up and try and bring this positive growth to the hobby, whether it be in content creation, solo variant making, designing a board game, whatever it is. Together we rise, and we do it together, and that's so important to me. And with that, I thank you very much for joining me on Tabletop for One. Have a great night.